remember that the Leinster final, we beat the Dublin champions, Ballyboden. And I think in terms of fulfilment, that day was stand out for me, because I suppose a lot of the guys had moved on, and it was sort of, the pressure was on us to perform. At the final, it was very disappointing. I mean, we got a great start, but you know, we just didn't perform afterwards. And you know, it was a very good Portumna team, and we had no answers really.
Yeah, it broke. Well, it broke the arm, or I think it was only the fingers here. On the drawing game, I went out, but Regan actually broke his hand, and Francis Daly actually strapped the hurl to his hand, and with tape. So we went.
That's when men were men.
And that was when men were in. Now, let it be said, in the first game, both myself and Regan were useless. It was all right to go out there, but we were still bad, you know. And I think the replay was on a week later, and, you know, that extra week it was a hell of a lot different.
I don't know what the subs must have thought.
Well, that was it. You know, young lads coming on. Yeah, that was it. So, yeah, listen, you do them at the time, but I mean, and we got away with it, I suppose, you know. I mean, off the field as such, I mean, you know, we had great crack going to these club championship matches on buses. I mean, it was just, you know, you went up, you played the match, and then when you came down, I mean, you know, everybody was on the bus. And there was lads with wives or girlfriends, and good luck. And no, you're not coming on the bus. And we went, and we had a great crack right throughout all our matches. Coming home, you'd be stopping off, and you'd have a crack and a sing song. And you know, Muck Daly would give us the Joe Dolan version all the way from, I think it was Ross Gray and the Birr, you know. And yeah, it was just good fun and good crack. So there's a lot of memories there.
I think for me, within the club, it has to be Padjo. He gave me my break, I suppose, and he was there for all the great days, and I just loved the hurling while he was there, and he seemed to have the Midas touch for all those years, and I guess you inevitably associate the days you were successful with that manager, and it has to be Padjo. He's had a huge impact on my playing days, anyway.
You know, it's no secret in Birr that Brother Vincent was the key to our development as hurlers, from national school all the way through under 14, under 16. He was also a selector on the minor teams as well. You know, just the amount of work that he put in, and the amount of, I suppose, you know, discipline. I was listening to the radio there where Donald O'Grady, when he was training Cork, had this new kind of exercise that he actually used to do the basic drills over and over again with the Cork lads. But this is what Brother Vincent done with us at 8 or 10 years of age, you know, hitting the ball up and down the field for hours on end, 3-4 evenings a week, and that was it, you know. And that it gave us a discipline as well as improved our technique and our hurling and our striking ability.
The most outstanding would be for Boraz, and he got a big good fan, who missed out, and he would have been one of the top hurlers. I've no doubt about it. No doubt about it. He was the one fella that he was the makings of a fantastic centre forward. The way he'd spray the ball all round, you know, and he'd take on. He reminded me of our own Tom Chasey in Waterford. You know? Tom would get the ball and he'd go straight for the goal.
Straight line.
And God help anyone that got in his way. If he took him on, he'd go through him. Well, the boom was that fearless. He just saw nothing except the goals and go for it. But he was a great man to distribute the ball too.
He was.
Oh yeah.
My one regret was that we had a terrific team in 81. Ken Hogan era, that team. And we lost in a Leinster final. A game we possibly should have won. We got a player sent off halfway through the first half, and we only lost by 1 point. But to Kilkenny CPS, and they went on and won the All-Ireland after. And we could have won with that team. That was a very, very good team. And it would have been absolutely terrific had we done that at the time. and the late Bo Rosny was on that team, and probably one of the greatest characters that ever came into the school, because I think the one day you could always be sure the Bo was going to be in class was the day there was a match on, or the evening there was training. And it's funny, my last memory of the poor Bo was coming into school. We had played Wexford on a Sunday, and on the following Wednesday night we were training and there was sprints, and I beat the Bo in a sprint, and here was I near the end of my career, and he was young and starting out. And on the Thursday, he was so annoyed, he came in on the Thursday into school and he walked in through Oliver Hennessy's room, and I could hear Oliver shouting at this fella and giving out over the cheek of him to come through a classroom. But the Bo was coming in to see me, to tell me that he was going to beat me in a sprint on the Friday, and he died on that Friday in training. That's my last memory of the Bo. But he was an exceptional young fella, an exceptional young hurler, a character, of course, terrific character. But it was a whole breed of good hurlers that was in the school that time, and I think there's, you know, history.